Wire Lady TV. It's Heather Boyd here. Wire Lady TV happens every Wednesday, usually at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. But tonight we're doing it at 7 p.m., a little after now because of all my glitches, just because I wasn't available today. So we're going to try it. I'm going to do a quick one for Mirja. So Mirja had asked me to do some designs for cars. We've done them as wedding cake toppers and also ornaments. I have a beaded car tutorial that I'll link up below as well. And with no further ado, let's just flip the screen and get started. So I will do that now. Bring it over the table so you guys can see what I'm going to do. And I'm going to pull up the video on my channel so I can actually see what I'm doing. And we're going to hope that everything is in the right position. Oh, it looks pretty good here. Okay, so now, but it's upside down again. Oh my goodness, why is this happening? Okay, we're gonna see. It's aluminum wire. Yeah, it's aluminum wire, but now it's working, but it's upside down again. I'm very confused about why this is happening. So I'm going to again flip my screen again and hope that nothing happens. Otherwise, we're just going to have to do it another day, guys. Sorry about that. We're going to see what we can do. So I'm going to bring this one around, and hopefully this is going to work. We're going to bring this one up here. Okay. I've never had so much trouble with the live stream, but we're going to try this and see if it works. So that's going to hold in place. Yeah, so at least we're right way around now, but it's blurry. So why is it blurry? That's the next question. And so we have a lot of space there. I'm going to have to bring it over this way a little bit. Over here, I think. So we're going to see how, yeah, that should be okay if we bring it over here. But now it's the, this is also in the way. So we're going to move that. We're going to put that. We're going to move that out of the way. This seems to work much better upstairs. I'm not sure why we're having issues here. Hi, Mirja. Mia's still awake. And hi, Christina, you're back. I'm going to just change the settings, the quality settings of my video to 720. So if you guys have trouble with the video quality and it's blurry, go to the video settings and set it to 720 instead of auto. So now let's make sure we're centered, and hopefully I'm going to catch everybody's comments. So we have Royaume de la Mer, Oranien, sorry, Oranien. Okay, I hope I pronounced that right. It's aluminum wire. Yes, from Algeria. Nice. Okay, so now this is tubing that I put on the wire. These are beads that we could use with the wire. So I'm going to play around with putting those together. And then also I like the idea of just doing sort of a line drawing of a car. So let's just go ahead and try that as well, just to like loosen up a little bit. I like to start by just doing some more. I see more on the left. You're right. So maybe, can I bring it over here? We're going to see if that's better or if that's worse if I bring it over here. We're going to see there's a delay. Okay, so that's a little better. There's always a delay with the video, so that can happen for whatever reason. So if you want to do like a line drawing, so we can just like lightly sketch out a car. You can cut a picture out of a magazine. You could print a picture off the internet. There's all kinds of things that you can do if you want to do like any kind of vehicle or a car. We're going to bring that one down. I'm not really necessarily going with any specific design, but we're just going to kind of try to do it somewhat proportionate. I'd probably be better to actually like trace a picture, but for now, I'm just going to play around with it. So I'm going to do a very rough sketch with the door, and we could be a 2-door or a 4-door. And then sometimes you want details of the lights and even the fenders or something like that. So you could do something like that. And so we're good now. Okay, perfect. So let me move this up maybe a little bit up here. And 3 times the charm. I hope so. So now, say you want to do this with one. I usually kind of like do it with one piece of wire, but sometimes I'd have different methods of doing it. So if you want to just kind of experiment with that, you can go over your sketch with a pen. So I don't know if you want a backlight, you can go around here, and we could even like go around this even a few times if you wanted to go around for the wheel. We could go around this way and then around a few times, or one. Usually I just go around once. I think I'm kind of losing track of what I do. And then you have the light, and then up here, and then I know when I've done the cars before, I just kind of go back down like through this way again with the window, and then down you can do like this, the doorway, and then you can even go back up again if you want. There's many different ways you can do it. It's all about like kind of, sometimes you have to backtrack with the wire, but there's always a way to do it with like one piece of wire. So, and then, like I said, we can experiment with doing the wheels with these. So I'm going to start with some, I'm going to see what wire fits on the tubing. So this is 22 gauge wire. So let me just cut a little piece of that to see. That would fit on for sure, but I also have 20 gauge wire, but I think this is going to be too thick for the tubing. So I'm just going to check it and see. I think it's, oh, it's actually not too bad. That might work out. We can try that because this one's a little thin. So let me just cut a piece of the wire, and if it doesn't work, I will use the, you know what I can do? I could bring this, I'm going to bring my camera a little further back because my hands are a little too far now. So now I'm going to cut a piece of the wire, the 20 gauge wire, quite a bit, and hopefully we can still see my hands under here. So we're going to remove this, and now we're just going to go for it doing the car. But what I might want to do is actually see if this is going to fit on the wheels. So say we want to measure it. We can measure it around like that. I'm going to bring it around a couple of times because I think I want a little bit thicker, but I'm not sure. I might backtrack on that because sometimes I do that for sure. Yes, I actually, that's so funny, Christina, that you said that. I was looking for my buttons before I started the live stream, and I can't for the life of me find my buttons, but I thought that would be really cute because I've done the bicycle before with buttons, and I thought buttons for the car wheels would be awesome, but I cannot find my buttons anywhere. I do not know where I put them, so maybe I'll try to find the buttons and try to do a model after. Yeah, I think the buttons would be awesome. I think Christina's right. Sorry, I'm just going to put a little water on there. But I'll find my buttons and I'll try to do one with buttons. I think that would be cute. And Mia, you could definitely make those for your craft show if you want to make like little brooches with little cars with buttons or something. I'll have to see what I can find. So this one I'm just putting on, but like you can see, it's a little bit hard to get it on the 20 gauge wires. So just, I could save that one for the other one. I'm going to try with the 22 to see if it's any better. This actually might be a little bit too thin, but we're going to try it. So let's just cut a big long piece of this. And so if you guys don't already know, on these live streams, I'm doing designs that I've never really done before. So there's always a lot of troubleshooting involved with this. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work at all. Yeah, I think the buttons are a great idea. And Mirja likes buttons and things like that because you're a sewer. So that's really cool. So let's bring this one around to do the wheel. And I thought because it's a car, it might be good to do it like a double, like do it in double because it's a little bit thicker. So this should work all right. We're going to bring this one down here. Hopefully I have enough wire. So we bring it down around like this. And then I'm going to bring this one out this way. And then this one out that way. So that's the idea. You have your first wheel like that. This is going to be a little bit big. I might have to add more wire, but let's do it to about what size? Maybe about here. Let's do it to about here for the other wheel. And then we're going to take this other piece and do the other wheel. So let's do that. Maybe I'll move this out of the way so it's not too distracting, but yet I'll still have it in my view. I'll bring it over here so I can still see it, but I try not to have too much clutter on the table so you guys can see what I'm doing. So now let's put the other piece of plastic tubing. I'll link up below where you could buy this tubing. I forget this. I think I got it on Amazon, but you can, I've also got it before in different craft stores and things like that. So now here's the other one for the wheel, and then we're going to twist this, but towards the front this time. So we're going to twist this one around a couple of times. Sorry if I'm hitting the screen with the wire. So we're going to bring that one around here. Oh, but now it's going to be, no, now it's, you're going to see the wire. So I'm going to actually bring it to the back. I'm going to put it back. I forgot, I didn't predict that because the little extra bit of wire is going to be showing. So let's just bring it to the back, even though like they're all going to be going to the back. And unfortunately, I'm drawing on my table with this pen because the pen keeps touching the table, but that's okay. We're going to bring this one around. Mia says, I'm so lucky I've got my mom's big collection of buttons. That's so awesome. I can't wait to see what you collect, what you create. Yeah, I'm going to have to, my mom has buttons too. I'm going to her house this weekend. I could check it out and pilfer some of her buttons. I don't think she'd mind. She doesn't sew anymore. So now here's the wheels with the tube. Oh, now I really want to find my buttons. It might take me a while to find them though. I could get a shirt and rip the buttons off it. So now we're going to bring this one out this way. And so this is like the two wheels, but I'm thinking they look a little far apart now, but that's okay. There's not much we could do about that. So let's go for the back of the car. So we're going to bring this one up here. And you can also use beads for the lights as well. So we're going to bring that one up in here and up here. And then we're going to bring this one around here. And you had your mom's collection too. That's so cool. And it's nice to make special things with those souvenirs because, yeah, then the memories live on forever. So we're going to bring this one down here. And then we're going to bring this one up a bit, and I could create some templates and put them in the in my Etsy DIY shop as well. For now, I'm just going to play around with some basic designs. These are really, I find this really far apart. Maybe it's going to be a Cadillac or something. We're going to see. So now we're going to take this one, bring this one down here. But that's something always you can adjust later. Like for now, it's just the basic idea of the shape. Like we're getting the idea of how to do the wheels. And you could also put buttons in there. I'm going to do, I have beads, so I'll try it with the beads and we'll see how that goes. So now, and the shape is important too. So if you want to trace a shape off a clip art or a picture of a car or anything, it might be easier. It's always easier when you have the actual proportions. So, oh, you live miles apart. I'd be very grateful if you shared your buttons, but I'll definitely try to find mine. I think there's somewhere. In fact, we have a lot of secondhand stores near us that I could easily get some more, but I just haven't got around to it. But that's a very generous offer, Christina. So now we're going to go like this, and then we're going to bring this up for the front of the car. And yeah, I don't know how proportioned it is. Maybe the back should have been like not as long. And then we're going to take this one and bring it across. So usually what I do when I do, here, I'm going to maybe just adjust this one a bit so the back isn't as big. So usually what I do when I do the car is I actually take this end and at the somewhat center point, I bend it up. Okay, and then I'm going to take this, my hands are going a little off screen again, and we're going to take this one and bring this one over here. Okay, and make sure that's high enough here. So then we have our basic basic shape of the car. And I'm going to take this and, yep. So take this and bring this one around here. So we have like just, you can see the basic shape here. And then we're going to take this one and bring it straight down. So this becomes like what will be the door. And I can maybe form the window first. So I'm going to take this, and actually this one can maybe form the back door or the front door. Maybe the front. Here, I'm going to push this one over a little bit. Let me just get this. Hi, Connie. You forgot it was tonight. Yeah, well, you're lucky you came on late because we had 2 glitches that did not work. And this is the 3rd try, and it seems to be working okay. So I don't usually do these live streams in my basement, but I set up in the basement with the box lights that I usually use for filming my video. And we had a little couple glitches with the position of the camera and stuff. So here's the car coming along here. And then we want to form the windows. This is coming along pretty good, better than I thought. So yeah, she didn't miss too much, that's for sure. So now we're going to take this and bring this one over here. And we just finished on my art channel the 10-day drawing challenge. So Connie was participating in that. That was awesome. And I just put up the slideshow for that. So if you guys are interested in drawing and art, you should go to the Heather Boyd Art channel. And I do all kinds of like cool challenges and stuff there. Hi, Nicole. How are you? Yes, it's fun doing this live stream at night because we have maybe some different people hopping on. Amber can't be here tonight. It's her doggy Callie's birthday. So happy birthday to Callie. That's she's celebrating. So that's her beautiful baby. And we'll see Amber the next time. So yeah, this was not everybody could make it tonight for a nighttime live stream, but I think it's kind of fun to change it up a little bit. So we're going to take this one, bring this one down. Okay, so this becomes the window and the door. So now we need a handle on the door. So yeah, everybody did such a great job. Mirta, I loved your drawings as well. Mirta's not in the Facebook group, but she emailed me pictures of her drawings, and yeah, they're fabulous. Your cat one with the Escher puzzle piece was perfection. That was so cool how you figured that one out. It's hard to get like realistic looking things for that. So yeah, you guys all did such an amazing job. And Connie did it on the road, so that was like extra cool. So now here's the door. And so now if you want to finish it off, we're just going to wind this one around the bottom here. So we're just going to take this, bring it in here, wind it around. Okay, and there you go. So that's the first one. And then you can always like bring it in there and put some more details. If you want to use that wire to add more details, you can. When I make the wedding cake toppers, I actually put the bride and the groom's names inside the car, which is super cool. I've done like little police cars with little lights on the top, like little blue lights to represent the sirens on the police car. So there's all kinds of possibilities for this. So that's super cute. So now we're going to do the back window. And now I'm seeing already like this could maybe be a little smaller here and push that back to how it was. So we're going to do that one out here and that one out here. So now let's do the other door or window. So we're going to take this and yes, congratulations to everybody that did the challenges. It was so much fun. I was really happy too. My sister Kristen did it as well. In fact, I'm going to DM my sister right now. I don't think she knows I'm live. So if you guys want to just look at this little pretty car for a second, I am just going to DM my sister and tell her I am live right now. Okay, she might not be home, but I'm going to see. There we go. There we go. I just sent it to her. So maybe she'll hop on too, because I didn't tell her I was going to be live. So there we go. And let's finish this one. So the next, well, we have live wires for the one that's coming up the first week of October. And we have 10 participants that are participating in that. And they're going to do weekly challenges. And then after live wires for the win is over, we're going to do a regular 10-day challenge on my wire channel. So look out for that. So there we go. An hour a day is good for the brain. Exactly. 10 for all 10 days on the road. That's so cool. That's the wonderful thing about art. It's very transportable. You can do art anywhere. Often when I go on vacation, I'll bring my art supplies, or sometimes I won't even bring art supplies. I'll just do art. I'll just make art on the road. Like I remember one time we went to this super cool town, and what was the name of the town? It was near Boston, Massachusetts. I'll have to ask my daughter the name of the town now because I forget. It's a university town, super cool, and there's like a huge art gallery in the in an old factory there. I'm blanking on the name. I'm going to find it and link it up in the description. But I remember I made like things out of like fabric that I picked up at an art gallery, like art hive, like drop-in thing. And then I made like this little doll. I used the sewing kit from the hotel and made like a little doll, hand sewn doll, with little scraps of fabric, and that was so fun. But when I'm on vacation, I always make art, with whatever I can get my hands on. So Kat, maybe I can drive if I don't have to worry about gas. Yeah, gas is crazy expensive now, that's for sure. But it's gone down a little bit since a couple of months, but it's still pretty bad. So let's just finish this one off. And this will be car number 1, and then we're going to see what we can do after that. This is the 22 gauge wire, so it's a little bit fine. Art is my peace and therapy. Yes, art is what it's all about. I always do, every week I do an art Zoom call with my sister. We actually did a group call with the people that participated in the challenge. That was super fun. And a Zoom call. And I always do one every week with my sister, which is fun. So guys, there's the car. That's not too bad. That's super cool. And I want to try one with the beads now. I wish I had the buttons. Wi-Fi's bad. Oh, that's too bad. So here's car number 1. And now I'm going to just see what I could do with these. This might not work at all. And I think the 20 gauge is going to be too... 20 gauge is going to be a little bit too thick. So I'm just going to get a piece of the 22 in this silver color, and we're going to see what we can do with that. So I'm just get a little piece because I'm not sure these are even going to work. But the idea would be you would be able to do this with buttons too. So let's just try it with the beads and see if it's going to work. So we've got this one. And we just want to like wind it in a little bit. This I'm just playing. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We'll go on to the next one. And I'm just going to take this and pull it that way. So there's one. It would be really cool if you wound it around a little bit. And then that would be like the top part of the car. That would be interesting. I might run out of wire, but I could always wind it around a few times just to try it. And see, let me just get this. Yeah, now I really wish I had the buttons. So we're going to take this and pull it a couple of times like that. Maybe 1, 2, 1, 2, maybe just 3 like that. I don't want to do too much wire. I'm going to run out of wire. So maybe 1 more. So we're going to bring that one in here. Bring it through here. And like I said, I'll link up the one I did with the beaded VW car, which was really cool because I basically did a silhouette with the wire and then I beaded inside. So I'm going to just take this, bring that one that way. And this one, we want to center it on the tire because the tire is quite thick. So then this one, we're going to put another one here. Yellow. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, definitely beads for the headlights would be super cool. Maybe I could do that on this one. So I'm going to take this one here. This one's not going to be like super big. We're going to see. So if we take this one here, and I'm going to, again, wind the beads around. Send buttons. Ooh, there you go. It probably would cost more money in shipping than anything, because shipping within Canada is like dreadfully expensive. It's ridiculous. But I will definitely make a concerted effort to find my buttons that I have already. But thank you, Connie, for offering to do that. I really appreciate that. So now let's bring this one in here. I think that it's a little wonky, but that's okay. So now we're going to do that one that way, and this one out this way, and push it out. So this is, we just have two random wheels. This kind of almost looks like the motorcycle one that I did with the little O-rings, but they're kind of cool. And the little winds give it a little bit of whimsy, which is interesting. So, but we should also try to do those headlights with beads too. If I had some beads with me, I'm gonna have to see. So we're gonna bring this one that way and bring that one up that way. And I'm gonna actually, just give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna go grab my beads that I could do a headlight with. It's not as close as if I were upstairs. I had to run up to get my beads. So here's my favorite beads and my miracle beads. Exactly. So let's do that. And do I have a yellow one? I'm really running low on beads. So I might use this one that's not quite yellow, but it's close enough. As long as it's the right size, it should be okay. Yeah, it should be okay. So let's use that one. We're going to stick that one on here. And that could be the front light. It's not as bright as some of them, but we wouldn't want it any bigger than that. So I'm just going to take this one and wind it around. Just going to wind that one around here. So that would be sort of the light. Do I want that going that way? Sometimes I wind it about like in front and behind. So that could be like the little headlight thing there. It's interesting. It's very, very whimsical. So that looks fun. So there's that. And I don't know if we need, and the taillight too, eh? We can see about that. Let me just remove that one, because maybe the taillight should be smaller. What have I got in here? I got like lots of random little things, and I have these little, oh, look at that. This is a seed bead. That might be good too. Here's a seed bead. We can try that. Let's move that. I don't have a lot of variety of beads in here, but I have a few things. And then we can take this one up here. I guess it needs a little bit of a bumper too. So we're going to see. We're going to bring that one up here. I'll bring that out a little more there, way up. And then we can try the taillight here. So if we bend that one in here, moonshine or cats. Yeah, I have a few cat's eye beads in there. Not the right color, I don't think. So we could just try the seed bead. Let's try the seed bead on there and see if that's going to work. We're going to bring that one around here. So, I mean, the beads are okay. We're going to see. And then I'm just trying to think of a different way we can do the windows if there's a different way to do them. So we're going to bring this one around here. We could make it more like almost, this one could almost be more like a VW bug too, eh? So because that could work too. If we bring this one up here, and then that one comes across here, and then it kind of goes down that way, that would be interesting. But we could also do it the same way where we ended up here, because that seems to work quite well. So then we're going to curve this one out here, and this taillight looks a little funny. I'm not 100% convinced about it, but like with any of these designs, you can use any parts of them that you like. And then we're going to bring this one around. And then I remember the other thing I did on the one that I did for was a 10-day gift challenge or something. I forget what it was. Here you could do like if you want to hang it as a pendant, you could do a little loop. But I think on the 10-day gift challenge, I made like a little flower power on this one, which was cute too, for the VW bugs. So I can maybe try to find a picture of that for you. This one is like somewhat well centered. I didn't do a great job on centering that this one. 6 likes. What's 6 likes mean? Is that for the video? Oh, Mirja, don't worry about that. I never look at the likes. I honestly, I mean, I know it's important. I know that people are supposed to like the video to put it up in the algorithm, but I honestly never notice it. But thank you very much for saying that. I appreciate that. So now we're going to bring this one here and down here, and hopefully that one that's a pretty good shape. It didn't work perfectly well, and it would also be cute to have like maybe a little handles out of a different color too. I could even do the handle with that black tubing. I have a little bit left, so we could even take a little bit of the tubing and make the handle with the tubing. So let's try that. Perfect. I don't remember that. Okay, so now that is that the car? You don't remember the car? I'm gonna find a picture. All right, so there's a little handle. We're gonna move this one to the back. Okay, we're gonna push that one to the back so you don't see the wire. We'll push that one back there. I'm gonna find a picture of that VW bug, and we're gonna bring that one down so that goes down there. So I like it. I kind of like it with the handle. I think that's cool. So we're going to bring that one down here, and then I'm just going to twist this in place. So, oh, you know what we could do is maybe the VW thing. I don't know if that would work or not. We're going to bring this one around and clip that guy. Let's not clip through all the wires though. Okay, and I can get my iPod and pull up that photo of the VW from the challenge. So this is cool. That's what we have so far. I'm gonna grab my iPod, and these are the two so far. I haven't finished it yet because I want to grab that picture for you. And let me just see. I have to go to my channel, and then you can search YouTube to find certain things. So let me just find, as long as my iPod's not going to die, and then we will go from there. So let me just figure out what I want to do with this thing. I guess there's a back window as well. So let me just see. Click that there, and I'm going to say car. Forget what I called it. I think I call it, or maybe the car, the Volkswagen. Let me just see, because sometimes, no. Let me just see if I can find it. If not, I'll put a link in the description of the video. Bead. Oh, it was the bead soup thing. I think it was the bead soup. I think it was a challenge. I think that was it. So let me know in the comments if you did the bead soup challenge. I think it was that one, but it also might not have been that one. So I will find it. I can't find it right now, but we'll find it. Or if anybody finds it, you can put it in the description. So now let's finish up this one. I found the button, 44 millimeters. That's large. That's a big button. Is that what you mean? 44 millimeters? That sounds very large. So now we're going to bring this one down, and we'll do the back window. That'd be cool to do the little Volkswagen symbol, but I don't know offhand what it looks like. So we're just going to do, I think I'm running out of wire too, so I'm a little bit restricted here with the wire, but we're going to bring this one up here. And I don't think there is a back door on a Volkswagen anyways, so we're just going to take this one that way. Let me see what it looks like. We can almost just finish it back there because I don't think there is a back one. Well, the other thing we could do is a mirror. I didn't think about that. So we've got that one there. You can also do like a little mirror, and maybe you could do like a little Volkswagen or something. Let me see what I have. I have this here that is the thinner wire, and I'm just gonna see if we can look up what the Volkswagen thing looks like. And my iPod is really running out of battery, so I'm not sure. Oh, it's just a V and a W, so that's easy enough. Okay, so let's just get a circle. Do a little circle. We're just going to try this. It might not work, but we're going to see. So we're going to take that, and then I need my round form. I'm also going to close my bead box because I do not want that going all over the floor. And we're just going to make a circle. Okay, I'm going to make the circle here. And make sure it's the right size. It's pretty good. So let's just do this for fun. Why not? We're going to bring this one around. Okay. And then see if we could do a Volkswagen thing. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, but we're going to try it. So let me move these out of the way because these are just in the way. And we're going to take this and go down that way, and then up to make a V. And then we're going to bring this one around. The other thing you could do is a peace sign, which I think I might have done the peace sign on the previous one. I don't remember. We could try both and see what looks better. So we're going to bring this one down here. And maybe that should be a little higher up. Hi, Natalie. And this is cool. So yeah, we're just doing a live stream making cars, and I'm trying to just do a Volkswagen thing, but might or might not work. I think I'm going to opt for the peace sign. I think it's going to be funner because this one isn't not working like super well. In any case, I wouldn't sell something that has the Volkswagen logo. I know Mia wants to sell some things at a craft show. So this is just more for fun. Say you have a Volkswagen and you want to make something like this, you could do that. But I wouldn't sell something like that. And you know what? It doesn't even look like a VW either. So let's scrap that. Let's not do that. Hey, Lisa, how are you? So now we're going to, Lisa, I'm usually on live during the afternoon, but today we're doing it in the evening because I wasn't home today. So nice to see you. We're going to do a peace sign instead. I think that's going to be better. So let's just take this one around and bring this one all the way around. Okay, so there's our circle for our peace sign. And we're going to bring this one down. I think my hands are going off the screen again. And then we're going to take this one and bring this one around. And yeah, I missed you too. It's been a long time. So we're going to take this one around and then give it a good little tug because we want this line to go straight down here. So that line is going to go straight down. Pinch it to hold it in place a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is use these wires to attach it, but then I need another like cross wire there for the peace sign. And actually, you know what I'm thinking? It probably would have been better to do this a different way with one wire. Let's try this again. Okay, I'm going to back pedal. I'm going to put this one back through here if I can. I'm going to try this again. So, because if you try to do things with too many wires, after a while it's really hard to get them to hold in place. So let me start this one again. I'm going to get another piece of wire. And we'll just do it with the one piece of wire. So we're going to take this and we're going to bend this one across. And then I'm going to take this one and make a circle. Okay, we're going to do the circle. Yeah, it just takes me a little while to figure it out. Exactly. So the first car worked out pretty well. We'll see if the second one is going to work out pretty well. And then I'll show them both to you guys. And then I might try one more after this. So we're going to do that. Bring this one straight down. Okay. And then we're going to bring this one up to the back. Okay. So this is going to go straight to the back. This is going to be like a more simple peace sign. So we're going to take this one straight to the back. And then we're going to take the flat pliers, bring it down here, maybe more on an angle. Okay. And then huge button. Yeah, that sounds huge. So now we're going to take this one and bring that one to the front here. Okay. I do have tutorials for the peace signs if ever you want to make a peace sign, a pendant or ring or earrings. So there it is so far. It looks pretty good. And what we want to do now is we can actually use this to attach it to the car, but let's just see how we want to attach it. Oh, I like it. Oh, I really like that as the peace sign. So now, but what we want to do is I'm going to maybe twist this around, I guess. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to bend it to the back. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bend this to the back so it's more like symmetrical. Pinch that down and then bend that straight down here. I think that's going to work better. So we're going to take this, bend it straight down here. So now we have the peace sign. That looks pretty good. So let's find a way to attach it in here. Oh, it's really adorable. I think Mia's going to want to make these. So let's bring this one in here. You can simplify it too. And we're going to wind this around to hold in place. So let's bring this one around here and we're going to wind it around. So I think a lot of people associate Volkswagen bugs with peace and love. So so this is very appropriate. So we're going to bring that one around. I'm going to twist it around a couple of times so it'll hold in place here. And then I'm going to pinch it. It's cute, eh? Yeah, I really like it with the peace sign. I think it's adorable. Yeah, very, very peace and love. So now we're going to, let's attach the top wire first. So I could have maybe made a little more space at the bottom, but that's okay. You can position it any way you like. Bring that one in here. And then we're going to have to attach it to the window to hold it in place. So I'm going to just hold that there and bring that one around. And again, we'll probably have to wind it in a few times so it will actually like hold without slipping. So we're going to take that. And this outer wire is a little soft. It is the 22 gauge wire, so you can always do the outside in 20 gauge wire if you're finding it too flimsy. I just did it so it'd be easier to pull it through the beads. But if you're doing buttons, you could definitely do this design with buttons. And maybe I'll sketch out how you would do that, or I'll make a sample. Disney's Love Bug movie, that was it. Ah, yes, of course, the reference. Nice. Oh man, blast from the past. That was the 70s. Yeah, I was born in 1965, so that's like right my generation. So now we've got that, and we've got the little love bug, peace and love bug, and there. Okay, this is the cutest thing. This is adorable, guys. So there, let me show you what we have so far. I'll bring them up closer. So we have the love bug and then the other bike made with the tubing. So let me bring this one up. There we go. So here are these two. Let me make sure that you guys can see them properly, that they're centered. And let me know which one you like the best. We're going to move this over maybe this way. Is that where I should be? I have to center it a little better. There's a delay in my, there we go. There's a delay in my filming, so it takes me a few seconds to see where we're at here. So those are those two, and let's do one more just for fun. So we're gonna get rid of that. I have this piece of wire that I cut a while ago, and I was thinking to try to do something else that's more like stylized, because I had seen some clip art on Canva with some pictures of some cars. So I printed out, this is from Canva. I have a Canva Pro account, and they have all this clip art that's, you know, you can use for hobbies and crafts and stuff. So what it would be cool is maybe to trace something like this to see how it goes. So there's like that one, there's like this one, this one. So why don't we try to trace something like that? And just to get an idea, or just eyeball it to see how it goes. So I can just eyeball that one with my, maybe start with the, I guess start with the tire. Let me just get a round form. So here's a round form, and we can just start by maybe, I'm not sure exactly even what spot to start it during the wire, in the wire. I once rode in a VW with 4 other people. Whoa, that's squishy. That's definitely squishy. So now we're gonna just take this one. This will be for the wheel. So if we're gonna start, like just to make sort of a wheel shape like that, this is getting tangled up here. So we're going to start with a round form, and then actually something like this might be better to do without tools. Sometimes it is easier, but when it's so small, it's also not that easy to do without tools. But we could do like a double, like kind of a double round part for the wheel. Yeah, it's really hard when it's small like this to actually do a good job without tools. So let me just try. Yeah, that's very cramped for sure. I thought we were cramped in the Yaris, but those are even smaller. So now we're gonna just take this. We used to have a matrix, but I'm tiny, so I found the matrix way too big. And I love the Yaris. It's really awesome. So we're gonna take this one. Okay, I'm just thinking in terms of, it's gonna go around here. And then I'm going to bend this out with my pliers. Whoops, that jumped on the table. I'm not sure why. So now we're going to bend this one out this way. So this would be like sort of the beginning point to have like a stylized wheel. We could kind of bend that one, follow the curve a little bit of that one. Because I want this one to be a little looser. So we're going to see how we're going to do it. And then from here, we can just take this one. I'm just trying to really follow the pattern of these lines. So we're going to bring this one here. Actually, maybe I should just measure it to be sure. So we're going to bring this one here, bring this one up and back, and then bring it up here a little bit. I don't know if this is going to be proportioned or not, but we're just going to see. So up here, and then bring this one out here. It might or might not work. We're going to see. So we're going to bring this one out here. Yeah, sometimes it's better to like have a template to go with and then just trace it. That's another way to go with it. And this one's also very difficult because it's got foreshadowing, which is means there's like perspective, right? So we're just going to do our best with this. And I can also use these pliers a little bit. It's kind of hard to do it so you guys can see what I'm doing too, but we're going to bring this one around here, kind of curve it out. And we're going to see at the end if it actually looks like anything, because sometimes it gets distorted along the way. So we're going to bring this one out this way, and we can twist this one around, and over you get. We're going to bring this one around and then just bend that one around here. It's around here. Bring that one around here and then down. Okay, down here and out. Yeah, this might not end up looking much like a car because I'm trying to get it to look like it has perspective, but that also might not work. So then we're just going to bend this part and take this one up and bring it around like here. So we're trying to get this one more down, like down here. Fix it a bit with the round pliers And if I'm missing your comments, I'm going to come back to them after, but I'll just try to get the basic shape of this. So we're going to bring that one down and then bring that one up. And then we want to go do the back window. And if this doesn't work, I will trace off a pattern for you guys to make it easier. And I'm going to see what I can do with it. So this actually should be the intersection of there and there. Maybe bring it up a little more. And then the back window, I'm going to bring that one up. At least I'm understanding somewhat the concept of this now, even if the perspective isn't great. Sometimes it's just a matter of like really understanding like the way the lines should go if you're just trying to do it all with one piece of wire. So that it's not awful. It's definitely not awful. But this one comes, so if this one comes down to there, that one came down like this, and then this looks like it would go down like this way and then that way, and then you would form somewhat of a back tire, but it doesn't, you don't want it too big either. So let's get the round pliers, bring this one up. Yeah, I think it's going to be somewhat distorted, but it's okay. We're just playing. So we're going to bring this one around, and then you can curve it around and then bring it around a few times. So we're going to bring that one down here, and then let's get the thinner pliers around here. So that could have like a little double loop in it as well, and then bring that down on itself. And then it just like kind of like goes out to the side. That's what it does in the drawing, but we're going to see how it goes. The little one car is a Fiat. Ooh, okay. That's European, I think. Isn't the Fiat? I'm not sure. So now we're just going to double check this. This should be bigger actually. So this tire should be a little bit bigger, a little bit higher. I'm going to get it, because it's really like in sort of like perspective type of thing. We're going to bring that one around. I'm definitely going to have to redo this one, but you get the idea, and then I will redo it and make a proper template for it, because right now it's a bit of a hot mess. So we're going to bring this one down here, around here. So this, you want it to have the impression of being like to go over the wheel. So if we bring this one, we're going to curve it a little bit more, bring that one down here, and then we're going to bring it back up again. And rather than do too many like twists, like you could definitely twist it. It might actually hold in place better if we did a twist, like if we went down that way and then kind of around that way. So you're going to maybe get it holding in place a little better, although it's not necessarily the vibe of the piece. Maybe we'll keep it like somewhat flat just to keep the vibe of the design. So I'm just gonna straighten that one out a bit, because I was gonna like overlap and twist and stuff, but I think it might be better to keep it like more like a line drawing where you're not like twisting things together and overlapping, but we can just play with that and see. So I'm going to straighten that out a little bit, bring that one out that way. And then this, we want to make the front of the car. Bring that one around, and then bring this one down again here. And then we want to do the front of the car. So I will get these out of the way, and I'm going to get this. It's all about like kind of looking where one thing is in proportion to the other. So we're going to bring that one up here. And then the headlight thing, there's going to go about here. We could bring it back to check. We could bring it back to check that it's more or less in the same position. And then kind of curve that around and around again. Okay, like that. And then bring that one down. Yeah, why don't we just use this as a template and then see if it's all going to fit together after. We're going to see. Yeah, it's almost better just to like really follow the template in the first place, but we're going to see. So we're going to bring that one around here, bring that one that way. I might actually run out of wires. So bring that one down here, and then we're going to do another little headlight thing. Let me get this one. Down that. I didn't do the car. I did the other one of the option. Okay, well, I think there was a cat and a car in the bead soup challenge. I'm pretty sure there were those two options. So you must have done the cat. So there we go. If you can find a link to the video, Connie, and want to share it, that would be awesome. Otherwise, I'll put it in the description of the video. And so now from here, we want to like go ahead and bring this one down to do the front bumper of the car. We're going to bring this one around. I can see how this is all done with one continuous line, and it's very, very, very cool. So we're going to take this one, bring this one down here, and I just, guys, look, I have like literally just enough wire to finish it. Like this goes here. So let's look at this hot mess and see what we can do with it. And I'm going to remove these and a music note. Yes. Okay. So let's see if we can get this to sit properly. This one kind of goes like down a bit. This would kind of line up with that. But this is where we, you know, it's going to be hard to actually get it to sit together. Maybe if, because the drawing is a drawing and this is a wire art. So they're two different things to try to actually get them to sit together. But I can see how this could work as a concept if you can get the proportions right. So they're not too, it actually looks, it looks pretty good considering. But now I'm wondering what we can do just to get it to stay in place. I don't know if we like hook that in there, if it's going to work or not, or I don't think we want to hook them in there either. But I think what I would do is I would just go ahead and maybe clip this, because I'm not sure how. Oh, you know what we could do is you could, like, sometimes I do cards. You could stick this into a card and stick this into the card, and then that would work really well. So I can demonstrate how I do that. I take the ends, I just cut them there and there. Okay, and let me go get a piece of cardstock, and I'm going to show you what I would do with that. So I'm going to put these, you guys can just look at the cards while I go get some cardstock, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have some cardstock. These would make really cool greeting cards. I actually do a lot of mixed media painting with wire. So you can have it on white, or you can have it on silver. I think it's going to show up more on the white. So let's do that. And then I just need to poke a couple of holes in there. So I didn't bring a pin down, but I do have a pin in here. Oh, I do have pins. Yay. I thought these were, oh yeah, I was going to make a pin. That's why I brought these down. But I'm not going to get a chance to do that. So if you want to stick it, like flip your card over and then copy and paste the link and just put it on. Don't bother with the first link I put here. I don't see a link, but I unless you put it in the other comments, but I could definitely find it after. So what you want to do when you attach this, you want to make sure it's lined up how you want it. So let's just we're going to poke a hole here, and then we're going to make sure that's somewhat proportion, hopefully, and then poke a hole here. So these, we have our position for our holes. We're going to poke one there and poke one there, and then I'm going to flip this, and we're going to stick this one in here. This is temporary. You could even frame, like make something like, you know, the one I did this week about the coffee, the word coffee in a frame. You could do like cars, silhouettes of cars with maybe black wire and put them in a frame. That's for the car tutorial. Oh, I could put in the comments below the video. Duh. Yeah, great. Yeah, no worries. Thank you very much. So then we can adjust this to position. So like you see with the foreshadowing, it maybe isn't super well proportioned, but, and then you could bend these wires a little bit to get them in place. Yeah, you definitely want to like somehow flatten this out a little bit. It got a little bit distorted, but there's the idea. So it's not perfect, but you definitely have the idea of doing a silhouette of a car. It looks like it's being a little bit squished, but it's not too bad. Yes, so I have a few other tutorials for cards that I'll put in the description so you guys can see how I do mixed media wire cards. But that's the idea. So even though the proportions are a little wonky, could still use some adjustment. Like maybe we're going to make that one a little bit, squish it in a little bit more. That might help it a little bit. So there's some little adjustments that you could do. These need to line up, the windows need to line up a little bit more. So yeah, there's definitely issues with proportion, but that's the idea. So let's see everything that we've done. So we did the card, we did this card. So I think Mia might have gone to sleep, but that's okay. She's in Sweden, so that's very far, but she can watch the replay, and I will put these, a nice photo of these in the community section so you guys can see what they look like. And then I'll work on some templates and patterns for this. I'm really loving this one, if I could just get the proportions right. But that's it, guys. So I'm going to flip my screen and say goodbye. And thank you, everybody, for hopping on. And if I don't see your comments when I flip the screen, it's only because I can't see them that well. So let's just do this. And oh, now the orientation is off. So let me just take the, let me put it back. Okay, I'm going to put it back. I'm not sure why the orientation didn't work, but I am going to do this, remove the iPad, bring it around this way and see if that's better. No, I'm upside down. So this way. Yay, now I'm good. So there we go, guys. So sorry about the technical difficulties. There we go. We're a little too close to the screen now. But Kat, love them all. Thank you. Awesome. I can see the comments now. Lisa says, yes, they do, but I missed the first part of that. So, so guys, thank you so much for watching. That was really fun. Did it at a different time. Next time I'll be back to the 1:30 p.m. on Wednesdays. Thank you, everybody, for all your great suggestions and feedback. And thank you, Mia, for the great idea for the cars. And we will see you guys the next time. Bye.